Good morning, welcome to Pieces Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint pieces. I paint lots of pieces. Lots of different pieces. Most of them are little. Okay, most of them. Not all of them. Sometimes I do bigger stuff. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I use pastels too. That's weird. Anyway, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. I'm in an odd mood today. Oh crap, I left my coffee in the other room. So that's gonna be fun. I have a problem. Probably need to lay off coffee anyway. I'm probably not gonna, but I should. So yeah, sorry I missed everybody yesterday. They needed help. I had to go help. Those culinary competitions, when you're high school age and younger, I think a few of them were older, but I think they were all high school. It's like vocational school level stuff. So anyway, you gotta have somebody that's willing to go and taste that food and do that thing, because I don't know, they need feedback. They need somebody that's gonna say, "Oh yeah, this is good," and no, don't do that. So I don't know. It's complicated. It's hard for them, the students, in general, just to do it all. I had an accident this morning. Something fell. There was I don't know, the house shook. I don't know if that was an earthquake or. We live not too far away from an Air Force base, so sometimes the jets are really loud. There may have been a rumble. I was listening to something else, and not paying any attention to the world, which I guess is the danger of headphones. So, anywho, yeah, the little thing was fun. Well, I don't know about fun. When you're having to taste that much of the same kinds of dishes over and over again, because it's all chicken, chicken, and there's just a point where you just kind of get so tired of tasting the same thing. And they're younger students, so there were a lot of mistakes. Some of it was not done very, very well, and some of it was underdone, which is, not cooked. So you've got a lot of different I don't know what you call that, perils, or there's just different parts to it that it's not exactly the most fun thing, and it breaks your heart. You're like, oh no, because they put in a ton of work. Yeah, just trying to get ready, and yeah, you feel bad for them because sucks. You're getting ready to get a bunch of zeros on your sheet because your stuff wasn't done, and it's difficult, especially tipping thighs and drums. Thighs and drums are interesting. You can't rely solely on a thermometer. You gotta look for some different things. Looks like some poor old ants died in our. They were probably trying to hide down there in some moisture. I think I took away the colony out in one of the pots. And either that, or I did finally drop a bomb in here after I moved the pots out. Yeah, that might have knocked out any of the last vestiges. And those poor guys were probably just trying to find some moisture away from the poisoned fields I had to create. Which is a shame. I don't like having to necessarily take lives for things we need. I mean, it is part of life. It's part of kind of how we live as creatures in general. You know, we aren't the only ones who do it. There's lots of reasons why. Higher level function for proteins. Back when we were cavemen, that was super important. I totally get all the reasons, but probably when I get older, I'm going to go to mostly like I don't know if I'll ever go like full vegetarian, but I'll definitely get to where I eat a lot less meats and stuff like that. I think you're kind of supposed to anyway. Oh my god, those crazy bastards at Tesla. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we kind of look at the stock market around here every now and again. Tesla's going nuts. It's up like almost 9%, which it really shouldn't be. There's really no reason for that to get like that. But, you know, whatever. If you have Tesla stock, man, hell yeah, you made a lot of money today. Or made back a lot of money. You might be upside down in it, so. And I'm getting I've made a little bit of money, and I've caught back up on some things, which is great. That's what we like to see. I buy all stocks that run dividends. You know, just so you know kind of what I do. If it doesn't sell a dividend, if it doesn't offer dividends, I don't know that it's necessarily worth my time because of how I'm not a risky stock player. So like, but if you're good at risk, man, you can know when to do all those options and stuff like that. You can make a hell of a lot of money. Wish I knew a little bit more about it so I could, maybe do that better. But also, you gotta have nerves, and you have to have a little bit of money to actually do it. You have to build up some cash. And eventually, I might be able to do some options and stuff like that. But right now, trying to build a base back up and get things back together after we lost the restaurant and all that. It's a long climb. All right. I think I've decided that we're actually going to go with like red wings, like a darker red wing. And then we're gonna, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Here, messages from medical and insurance and I think we'll do the black on the claws. Wait, now you do like a black fading up to like a bone color, or maybe like a bone faded black. I haven't decided. We can definitely work on these wings though, because that's our next main thing. We gotta get that. They're all over here. Hey. What's up, Sir McBeardsly? Happy Wednesdays, dudes and dudettes. And duderinos. We might have a few duderinos out there. You never know. The third kind of dude. Alzarian Crimson. Everyone qualifies to be one of the dudes. You're either dude, dudette, or duderino. You can. That's it, man. That's how we go. All dudes welcome. Except for that dude. There's always that dude. Nobody wants that dude. God bless. It's so funny how that word is moved around. The way language and vernacular work is so interesting. It used to have a very, very specific meaning. For those of you who don't know where the origin of the word dude, it comes from ranch hands and stuff like that. Like a dude was a guy who was like a heavy handler. 2025 is shaping up to be a crazy year for video games, says Sir McBeardsly. We got a remake of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion yesterday, 20 years later. Yep. Why make new games? God. People just buy the old ones, just remake the old ones. It's fine. Remake it. They don't make new anything. Like, I don't know, but Bethesda for me really could step it up a touch. Hopefully this is like the prelude to like a new Elder Scrolls. That's my hope. But it does look good. It looks really good. And Oblivion was good. It was a good game. Yeah, as long as it's one of the good ones. I just hope they do a new one. Like I there's so much room in both those mythoses to do stuff. Either universe that you went for, you got plenty of room. And I hope that they take that room. And then they use this to kind of test their new graphic system or whatever, and then we get to see a new game. Not that I'll be able to play it because I'm not paying for a video game system that will run it, but I don't even think I can see the new Oblivion remake because I don't think my console is going to be able to handle it. Well, and Knights of the Old Republic's been working on a remake for 2 decades, it seems like. We'll see. Yeah, I'm sure it should still sell. People should still enjoy it. And like I said, Oblivion was a great game. And like Knights of the Old Republic, great game. Old Dead Space, great game. And they're alright. It's good remakes. And it's like it's not even like a remake. Like I played the other Dead Space, and it wasn't even really like it literally was just it's like a graphics upgrade. It's the same game, it's almost the exact same game. Maybe they will. Has a good game too. Had a great story. It was one of the Star Wars games that was good. It goes up there with Force Unleashed and all that. But again, I want a new game. I want new games. Giving Isaac a voice. Yeah, it is better where he can talk. But it's all things that you knew. Like, I don't know, it's interesting. Because, like, I had my own, you have your own voice in your head for him, and it was pretty close. But, like, the guts of the game are the same. What you're doing, how the game actually functions. They didn't actually remake anything there. I feel like maybe they added a cutscene or two, but I don't know. It's been so long since I played the original, it's hard to know. But it didn't feel like there was a lot of change in the game itself, or the storyline stayed pretty much the same from what I had remembered. I know with video games it's weird. It's just like, with the exception of adding a voice, are they going to change? Are they going to change the voice actors? Because if they're not changing the voice actors, like, remake just seems like a weird word for it. And I think maybe you get less knee-jerk reaction too if you change the name, if you use the word remake. I think a lot of people knee-jerk that. They get kind of like, ooh, and it's like, it's not actually that big a deal. Especially if you're not recasting voices, you're not completely redoing the game, changing major things, or removing characters, adding characters. Yeah, it was more fluid. I'm sure Oblivion the new Oblivion would be way more fluid. They better keep some of those voice actors. Some of those voices were classic. And it was what made it so good. Like that little bastard. Golly, what was that dude with the... It was like that short guy with the hair. That was like this weird, like, elf cap thing. Man, that little guy, he was a nuisance. I have, like, serious flashbacks of that little movie. Oh, yep, the adoring fan. That guy. Oh my god. I can see him now in his little green outfit and that stupid golden hat. Oh my god. But his voice, oh god, I can hear his voice in my head. So good, so classic. Terrible. By Azereth, it's really you. Ugh. I think I saw somebody talking about him the other day. Probably on Facebook, something like that. Hyping up this remake, and they were talking about him, and some guy had accidentally told him to stand still somewhere where they were out doing something, and And he just left him there, and he forgot all about this guy. He's probably been like, then a couple of weeks later, he's playing the game, and all of a sudden, the dude shows up again. And he's like, "Wait a minute, I left you somewhere. How did you get back?" That's funny. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you'd have to do the whole thing. If you're gonna do the remake, you do it all as one big game with all the add-ons. Well, all the official DLCs, I should say. Gotta be careful saying add-ons with flipping Bethesda games. Those add-ons get crazy. All the fan add-ons, it starts getting nuts. Okay, so that is the Crimson Alzarian Crimson Hue. This is a very light, very thin black, Mars black. I don't know how I feel about black, so this is definitely one of those moments where it must be colorful. It is really super good. No, I suppose you could do this in a paint spray or something like that. This thin Mars black ought to do this job pretty easily, pretty quickly. New horse armor. Oh, well, yeah. You gotta have some trinkets and baubles, right? Like I said, I know I probably won't be able to play it. I just don't keep my systems up. It's available to play if you own Game Pass. I do have Game Pass. Yeah, I have an Xbox One. We don't have one of this series. My kids do over at my ex-wife's house. Some of my kids. They said it's just not a super big priority. Collecting that poolage. Just use it back over here. Pop them little bubbles. Any little coolage you see? Oh my gosh! Come on, scare that. Oh, scare the pants off you. Right there. Boy, howdy. How it managed to go all the way down there, I don't know. I know that made me pucker up a bit. My whole guts tied up. Just a second. Oh my god! Don't break. Already have to repair my Star Destroyer. It collapsed, and whatever rumble it was that caused it to fall down. It's freaky weird, man. I just walked in the room and I was listening to news and stuff. Wow, it's crazy. I'm not trying to put it on air, just trying to put it on this membrane. Dragon wings. Definitely made out of a membrane, like a skin. Unless they're, the kind of dragons that have feather wings, which those exist. I think those actually have a different name. I don't think they're actually called dragons. I'm thinking, now that I'm thinking like deeper about it, I think they actually have a different name. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Darker red wings. Still here it goes. Yeah, it was great. I dropped the thing like all the way down to my legs onto the floor. It hit the table up here. It hit my legs. There's a toolbox down here that it hit, and then it hit the table, and then it hit the floor, and it didn't break. So I'm pretty satisfied with my print here, if I'm being honest. Pretty solid print and glue work, if I don't say so myself. our objective here is to darken the wings up and pull out all these recesses so we can see them a little better. We'll probably come back and detail them out after we get them sufficiently dark enough. See, I'm gonna try to do it again. Some sort of like swing that's happening here. I don't know what I'm doing. I think my hands are tired. There was a lot of, listen, that was a lot of tasting. Bro, there was a lot. Golly, I gotta lay back. Oof. My stomach still isn't right, y'all. My stomach still is not right. I'm like, from all of that food. It was so much. It's a lot. It's a lot of food. And some of it was pretty good. Some of the kids did. Some of the students did really well. Some of them definitely, you know, I'm glad they got the chance to practice and to do it under pressure and see what it's like to go into a competition. Hopefully it will help them grow as a chef, culinary, you know, and whatever it is they choose to go into. Yeah, because see, I mean, there's various ages. I think some of this is their second competition, some of it was their, you know, first, some of it was their third or whatever, you know. So they're, you know, various degrees of experiences and skill levels. And so you definitely got to learn how to it just takes time. It takes time. That's the best way to explain it, is that it just takes time. And lots of practice. Yeah, that's a good color. Darker it's the underneath. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if I can load up that old Oblivion. Load that game. It was a good one. Okay. Case Crimson. Cadmium Orange. Cadmium Deep. I'm thinking about we may even go to Cadmium Deep. May go one more up. It's just even brighter yellow. It's hard to tell on the camera, but it is. Which kind of where we're gonna start. We're gonna play with this and see what we think. This is just a very slight dry brush. This is definitely going to be sparing. Let's go more on. Yeah. So this is definitely where the light hits things. The very tops of everything. Switch back to orange, to the cadmium orange. Start trying to kind of do a little bit of that. Definitely going to do most of that with our regular brush, so dry brush, so it gets just a little bit too fine. Cadmium yellow, still bringing up a lot of these spots. That's the deep yellow there. Deep hue. So we got a couple places where from the a little bit of poolage escaped us. Kind of in there. Let's trim that outside. Another piece right here. Just add it for vermilion to it, let that dry, and we'll just reset the process. Big deal. I love a good dry brush. It does take a certain amount of touch to be really good at it, but when you can get it to work right, it is definitely it definitely has that airbrush kind of stunningness to it where you're just like, oh, that looks great. Those nice soft bits and edges. Let's see here. This is a pure crimson. I'll put it back on. Just kind of like a highlight, really. I hate when I move, when I hit the wrong spot. That's the worst. Oh my goodness, we're moving right along today. It's flying by. course, now my dog wants in. She's got to wait. We're almost done with the show. It looks so fun. And the wing color is perfect. That's the right wing. That is the right wing. Dark red. Dark red was the way to go. Don't know why it took us so long to get there mentally, but we did. We got it. That's what happened. Let's at least try to drop some orange on here. Before that dog makes me so crazy. I gotta go let her in. I'm definitely gonna shut down this show before I do that. Because we're right there on the edge. It's really not that bad out. It's really nice out. It's getting ready to be not nice out for another couple of days around here. So she needs to enjoy it. He's looking good. He's got a wing color. Gotta decide what we're gonna do about those. Horns. Better than that. Looking pretty good. Let's see here. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna pull me down. There. Turn that off. Well, it's good to be back. Hope you guys had a great day. Hope you didn't miss me too much yesterday. Got some progress done today, which is great when you do that. Always nice to have progress. Got to wrap up these slides so I can get those ready for the show, which is next month. We're gonna go sell some stuff. Hopefully, we'll see. Got a large inventory, so we'll see what I can get rid of. See what people want to buy, or not buy, or maybe they just want to take a commission. They just want a commission. Who knows? You never know. I got a feeling. We'll sell some of these. We'll sell this little dragon. We'll sell some of these little guys. Some of this stuff's too cool not to, for people not to be like, oh yeah, I want that. So they'll probably buy it. Yeah. Hope you guys have a great day. Go out there, be good to somebody. Do something good. Do something good out there. Doing good is important. Sometimes you never know. You run into something you did something good for, and you change their lives. You just never know. And yeah, try to be good. Try to be nice to people. It's easy. It's simple. It doesn't really cost you much, honestly. Maybe just a little time, or sometimes a few bucks. But that's that's about it. You guys be good. We'll talk to you later. Bye.